Today, we take you on a journey, one rich in history, splendor, and artistic mastery. This is the story of Lady Murasaki Shikibu, an exceptional woman from Japan's Heian period whose beauty, intellect, and influence transcend centuries. Lady Murasaki wasn't just remarkable for her accomplishments. She left behind a vision of elegance and sophistication that continues to captivate the imagination of people worldwide. By the end of this video, you'll see why she is still celebrated as one of the most beautiful women in history, not only in appearance, but in intellect and spirit. Let's dive in. Picture Japan during the Heian period, roughly 794 to 1185 AD. It was an era often described as the peak of Japanese court culture. Aristocrats lived in refined luxury, seeking beauty in every aspect of daily life: poetry, art, calligraphy, and ceremonial rituals. The Heian court was a world steeped in aesthetic pursuits, where even folding letters with precision or selecting the right shade of incense was an art form. In this environment, feminine beauty didn't merely lie in physical appearance. It was an exquisite harmony of sophistication, talent, and cultural refinement. Enter Lady Murasaki Shikibu, born around 978 AD into the esteemed Fujiwara clan. She grew up in a noble household, surrounded by literature and education, a rare privilege for women at the time. Imagine a young Murasaki, her thick, glossy black hair cascading down her back past her knees, as was the fashion of Heian beauty. Her alabaster complexion was delicately enhanced with natural rice powders. Her clothes? Extravagant layers of silk robes, called junihito. These robes weren't just garments. They were artistic statements, with colors carefully chosen to reflect the seasons or emotions of their wearers. In every way, Lady Murasaki embodied the ideals of Heian beauty. But her true brilliance was her mind. At a time when women's participation in intellectual pursuits was often discouraged or ignored, Lady Murasaki flourished. She secretly learned Chinese, the scholarly language of men, by listening to her brother's lessons. Women of the Heian court primarily read and composed poetry in Japanese, yet Murasaki's literary prowess went far beyond this. Her unique grasp of human experience, paired with her mastery of prose, culminated in what could easily be called her magnum opus, The Tale of Genji. Now let's pause for a moment to appreciate just how revolutionary The Tale of Genji truly was. It is recognized as the world's first novel. You heard that right, the first. And it wasn't just a simple narrative. It was a groundbreaking work that examined court life, love, relationships, and the intricacies of human emotion in a way never seen before. Lady Murasaki infused her story with poetic depth and psychological nuance. The characters felt real. They had desires, flaws, and inner worlds. Such sophistication was unheard of in global literature at the time. Imagine a 1,000-page novel filled with emotions so poignant and profound that modern readers still feel connected to the characters over 1,000 years later. That's the power of Lady Murasaki's creation. Let's step into the life of Heian women for a moment to understand the world that shaped her work. The Heian aristocracy was highly ritualistic, with strict codes of conduct for both men and women. Women were often confined behind painted screens, their appearance being revealed only on rare occasions. In this secluded, carefully cultivated environment, women expressed themselves through art, music, and above all, writing. Personal diaries and poetic exchanges weren't just pastimes. They were essential channels for self-expression and social communication. Lady Murasaki's observations of this intricate world provided the foundation for the rich detail in her writing, capturing moments of grace, heartbreak, and human folly with masterful precision. But what was Lady Murasaki like as a person? Contemporary accounts describe her as dignified and reserved, yet keenly observant. Imagine her sitting in the subdued light of a Heian palace, writing by the glow of an oil lamp. Her silk-clad hand moves elegantly across the paper, her brush dipped in ink as she pens the struggles of her fictional prince, Genji. There's an almost ethereal quality to her presence, as if she herself belonged to the realm of literature and dreams. Murasaki wrote not just to entertain, but to document the fleeting beauty and melancholy of her world. Beyond her literary brilliance, Lady Murasaki's physical beauty and elegance have become legendary. Imagine a woman whose presence commands the room without her ever raising her voice. Her hair, long and lustrous, symbolized vitality, while the elegant drapery of her robes reflected the refined aesthetic of the Heian court. Her eyebrows were delicately drawn high above her forehead, her small lips painted with red tint in a style that elevated her facial symmetry. Murasaki wasn't just beautiful by Heian standards. She was an icon of her time, embodying intelligence, sophistication, and artistic sensitivity. Her legacy is immense. The tale of Genji is still studied and cherished today, inspiring countless adaptations, from no plays and visual art to modern interpretations in film and literature. Lady Murasaki's life and work continue to resonate as a testament to the ability of women to transcend the limitations of their era. In celebrating her beauty, we remember that it wasn't just about her appearance. It was her mind, spirit, and artistic mastery that rendered her unforgettable. Now let's reflect for a moment on her impact on societal concepts of beauty and cultural refinement. The Heian period's ideals of femininity, shaped by women like Lady Murasaki, emphasized depth and elegance over mere ornamentation. She showed us that true beauty calls for intellect and creativity, not merely physical allure. Her story is a crucial reminder to honor and celebrate the multifaceted contributions of women throughout history. So next time you wander through a library or see a beautifully written book on a shelf, think of the remarkable Lady Murasaki Shikibu. The young girl sneaking glances at her brother's Chinese texts grew into one of the world's literary pioneers. She proved that beauty isn't just something you're born with. It's something you create through passion, imagination, and persistence. And that, my friends, is what makes Lady Murasaki Shikibu one of the most beautiful women throughout the ages, not just for how she looked, but for the indelible mark she left on both art and history. If you're captivated by her just as we are, let us know in the comments below. Which other iconic women would you like for us to feature in this series? Until next time, keep celebrating the extraordinary beauty of history's most remarkable women. Thank you for watching.